This reading is for Capricorn. I have a feeling that quite a few people with Capricorn placements watch my readings. So if you're not a Capricorn sun, but you relate to Capricorn, or our Capricorn tarot readings, you might have like Capricorn quite present in your chart. Like, I think I'm Capricorn dominant, which means that it's exalted in my chart. So Capricorn is really strong, even if it only shows up like a couple times. It kind of depends, I think, on the angle and connection that it has with the other planets. But anyway, this reading is for Capricorn. Sorry, I just need to shuffle these cards properly. Okay, Nyankopon Samai Whanamba so whanui shini to those of love, light and frequency, truth, justice and peace only. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I'm a queer ancestral medium, artist and herbal ritualist based in Aotearoa. This reading is for Capricorn. Guidance and affirmation. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. If you want to book a personal reading, our website will be on the screen when we upload this, or on our TikTok page in the caption. And if you'd like to gift us a tip for our time and our energy, if you're watching this as it's already been recorded, that will be on the screen as well. Or you can gift us a little, what is it, finger heart thingy. Nyankopon Samai Whanamba so whanui shini to those of love, light and frequency, truth, justice and peace. What guidance and affirmation do you have for Capricorn? Oh, that was quick. Got King of Swords. An active and determined person, experience, authority, high analytical person. I feel like this is your Capricorn. I know this is air sign. But I feel like Source and Ancestors are really encouraging you to continue to master your thoughts. The way you think and the way you speak. They're really helping you connect with your higher self and or your higher intuition, or your uri, your spiritual head. So having that conversation on the day-to-day with yourself and other people that is really in alignment with what is destined for you, your purpose, or just like, it doesn't have to be that deep. You also might be like aligning with your logical and rational self a little bit more. So for those that maybe don't feel like they have that strength, I feel like your ancestors are helping you with that. Knight of Cups. There's like a balance here between your higher self, your like wisdom and like that logical, rational side of yourself, and your inner child. For some, if you're dealing with children, I don't know, I'm getting this might be for someone in particular, like you might be a little uptight when dealing with children, or you might be like rationalizing, not over rationalizing or intellectualizing your emotions, but like even your relationship to your inner child, like that playful energy. So make sure that you balance those parts of yourself out. And if this does involve another being, like another child, or even just person, just be mindful of how you approach other people's emotions. 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Capricorn, says swift activity, sudden progress, a sympathetic and understanding person. That's Aries. You're really being encouraged to communicate, firstly with yourself, in confidence and, yeah, in sympathy and empathy and in love. But I'm also seeing that people will be communicating with you. You might have an Aries communicate with you, but I'm seeing that you might be receiving communication messages because people are quite attracted to your energy. The Queen of Wands to me is very like magnetizing. So maybe that's the energy that Source and your ancestors want you to get into, is attracting, because it's in the feminine with Queen. Doesn't matter if you're whatever gender you are or you aren't. There could also be someone that is approaching you, sharing something that's on their heart, or gifting you something, even just an experience or love, that maybe doesn't usually do this and is usually quite logical. Or maybe it's someone, put this where it resonates, fam. Maybe it's someone, even if it's you, being someone that usually doesn't share light-hearted emotion, or maybe you're usually in that logical, rational side of your being. And I'm seeing maybe that kind of shifting, or someone helping you shift that, or your own inner confidence, and accessing feminine, more of a feminine energy for yourself within your creativity, within your passions and confidence, is allowing you to kind of communicate with the different sides of you and communicate with people around you, how you feel, or experience fresh love in your relationships. You could be communicating to someone that you find them attractive, you know, it's giving that kind of energy. Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's something being shared here, Capricorn. Whether it's platonic, romantic, whatever it is, even creative, I feel like Source and the Divine has something to offer you through your experiences that's really going to fill your cup. And they want you to be open to receiving. Nine of Coins. So for some, it has to do with your independence. This could even come through nature, or like connecting with nature. Because Nine of Coins is someone that is mainly having an experience by themselves. So there could be something that's really gifted to you from the universe, from divine, source, God, ancestors, whatever you believe in. As you're really getting to know yourself a lot more and becoming more confident in yourself, and I was going to say level of attractiveness. And when I say attractiveness, I don't mean like just physical stuff. I'm talking about your life force and your creative energy. And again, that magnetizing, like being able to draw things to you. I feel like that's how you're going to receive whatever it is you want in the realms of fertility, happiness, joy, beauty, pleasure. Yeah, so it might come in communication from others, so be mindful of that as well. Like, watch out for that. Seven of Coins, Two of Wands, Six of Coins. So maybe your ancestors and source want you to look quite logically at your investments with Seven of Coins, that slow growth. They want you to make plans towards your exchanges. I just heard how you can benefit. And I don't see that in a negative way. I feel like Source is just wanting you to look a little bit more at how you can bring harmony into your exchanges. I actually shared space with people yesterday where that was one of the questions that Source gave forth for us to reflect on, is how can we bring more harmony in our exchanges. I also heard gratitude. It says sharing of wealth with measured generosity, charity, kindness, gratification, gifts. And this is going to take some work, like some mahi to do, and maybe a little bit of courage as well in your approach. I also feel like there's Five of Coins at the base of the deck, so you may be called to like identify lack where you feel like you don't have enough, how you can shift, like adapt and shift your resources, your energy and your time to bring more harmony to certain areas of your life. We have Page of Cups, Queen of Cups came out reversed. So maybe some of you have been dealing with someone that has been a little bit immature emotionally, or dishonest, or emotionally manipulative. That could also be you, like maybe when you're in your shadow, that could be something that you're a bit susceptible to. Even over dependence and yeah, emotional manipulation, like maybe saying one thing and then not being reliable in what they have said. So just be mindful. Two of Cups. So just be mindful of that, and also be mindful of your own energy. There is Queen of Cups is someone that's really emotionally intelligent. So Source is reminding you not to use your emotional wisdom and intelligence to manipulate others. Also for like temporary distractions. So be mindful of your energy and other people's energy where people are just overly flattering you, or offering you something that's not truly of substance. I'm also seeing like maybe in like mother-child relationships, or nurturer and child relationships, there could be a bit of a disharmony there. So for some of your, yeah, just be mindful of that. Guidance information here for Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune. So even though you may be feeling some sort of lack, Seven of Wands, because in the Hierophant at the base of the deck, there is this like, the wheel's turning still in your favor, even if you don't have everything that you want. There's still blessings around you that you need to acknowledge. And I heard achieve, I guess maybe attain, or yeah, acknowledge is probably the best word. And yes, this comes with obstacles. I feel like for some, like there's like you're stepping into this new phase of your life, and that might come with a few challenges, and even going into the space where you're actually being able to receive this fulfillment, this joy, this happiness does come with some work that not everyone may see. So you might go through something where, yeah, to achieve something that you want, you might have to defend yourself, or really stand in your power to, I also heard like honor certain aspects of your being, but that's okay. Six of Cups. Some of you might deal with an emotionally manipulative feminine in your life. They could be a mother. They don't have to be your mother, but they could be, or they could be someone that is quite emotional. Could be a Cancer, or Scorpio. Six of Cups. Yeah, your ancestors want you to look logically and bring your higher self in, your higher intuition, your Uri, to look at your investments and your long-term relationships as well. They want you to look at who you're still connected to, and if this is, it says successful dealings, if this is going to be, if you think that the continuous growth of these things that you are nourishing in this exchange is going to be successful. Knight of Wands. Yeah, and I feel like Source is calling you to step into a new journey when it comes to your soul and your heart and what you want. And I think where you're going, not everyone can come with you, and so maybe that's why Source is making you look at these things. Nine of Cups, because you're heading towards, and you're also already in your wish fulfillment. So if there's some things that you have asked for in your life that your ancestors are trying to help you accumulate, and also want you to notice right now that they have already like achieved, or helped you achieve. But when it comes to other things that you want, like emotionally, that emotional satisfaction, I'm seeing Source saying to be patient, and your ancestors are working behind the scenes to do whatever they need to do for you. We have Nine of Coins. yeah, that cat, that was on the base of the deck before. So your independence is really important, and I don't mean like hyper independence, don't rely on anyone, because in the middle of this spread we have 6 of coins. The middle of this spread we have 6 of coins, right? So that's about generosity, that's about harmonious exchange with source and with others. So that's there. They want you to be open to that. They want you to be generous. But there's also this independence that's here for you as you connect with nature, source, God, and also your own beauty and magic, quote unquote magic. We'll pull one more card, eh? 5 of Cups. So some of you'll have gone through loss, and maybe that keeps you in an indecisive place. Maybe for some of you are struggling with forgiveness, and your ancestors and source want you to remind yourself that forgiveness is for you first and foremost. And then we just had death fall out on the floor. Ooh, Scorpio. So the old is being shed, right? And so you're releasing the past, so you can like fully step into this new Ace of Swords, new clarity. But some of you will need to make a choice to really like let something go, let something that you've gone through go. So you can focus on your independence, focus on maintaining, cultivating your emotional well-being, and going on this new journey with people that agree with you, people that you can invest in, where you have the same values, that aren't emotionally manipulative, that are on the maturity level that you're on, that aren't inconsistent, that aren't untrustworthy, and aren't codependent.